Hey sunshines! So it is about 2:45 in the afternoon, and I think I've taken a little bit of footage this morning, but not very much. I have been super edity productive. I have one video exporting right now, one uploading right now, and I've already uploaded 2 others this morning. So yeah, I think that's all of everything that I have recorded that needed to be edited. Once this export right now is edited, I'm going to double check, but I think I'm done for the day and I am going to knit. I have been knitting a bunch on this sock today and putting in progress on my other 2 sock projects because it's Saturday, which means Saturday Sockathon. What are you doing?
Just joining you.
You were already with me, but apparently she also needs to sit on top of me. So yeah, my plan is watch podcasts, maybe listen to a little bit of an audiobook with Gabriel, and knit on these socks so that I can start recording more parts of tutorials so I can have more to edit. Yay! Oh, exciting though. I don't know if you will have seen this yet or if it will be coming soon. Gabriel recorded a color with me this morning, so that's edited, and I think that's the one that's exporting right now. I don't know, a lot happened. I also watched Die Hard for the first time. I've never seen it in its entirety before. I've walked in the room for a minute before when it's been playing. So I saw that for the first time with Patrick. We watched that. I didn't really knit while I was watching. I knit a little, but not a ton of knitting happened during the movie. Mostly it was just me hanging out with him. Sorry, that was rude, that yawn, and I don't know if I edited it out. What else? I think that's it. I made some beef stew a couple days ago, and I've yet to eat any because my sister bought Taco Bell yesterday. I made some beef stew 2 days ago with the intent to eat it yesterday because stew is always better the second day. But then I didn't eat it yesterday because my sister bought Taco Bell for the whole house. And I ordered enough to fill me up for the rest of the day. Probably not the most responsible decision, but I think I'm going to have some stew here in just a little bit. Yeah. And then knit for the rest of the day. That's my plan. And hang out with this one. Maybe we'll watch a movie. You want to watch a movie in a little bit?
When I'm ready.
When you're ready? Okay. When you're ready, you let me know and I'll finish up whatever podcast I'm on and then we'll watch a movie.
Okay.
Okay. I am feeling quite chilly. Even though it's warmer than it has been the past several days, that means that my heat hasn't been kicking in the way that it has been the past several days. It's about 50 degrees out and it has been about 30 something degrees out. So I'm chilly today. Silliness. Also, I have a cat in my window. So I put on Truff for the first time because it was sitting waiting to be shown on the podcast. It's been done forever, but it was blocking, and then I put it away instead of showing it, so I brought it out to show it. And this is a Josh Ricks design. I don't remember which one this is. I can't find my hat. So it's a shawlette that I put my hair up in. But I realized that something that I haven't done since January, I think, is drink tea. I haven't had any tea since January. So I made myself some caramel chai and I am super excited. My nephew is talking to his dog. Can you hear him? Anyway, I decided on the caramel chai because I cannot find my little platypus that holds my loose leaf tea and sits in my cup while it brews. So I don't have very much tea that's in bags, so I had not very much to choose from, but that's okay because I love chai. All of that editing work feels pretty worth it right now to have those scheduled. What are you doing? sun shines. It's 10 in the p.m. and I am getting ready to go to bed. I have a little blanket monster across my feet. I'll show you her in a moment. Lots of sock knitting happened today. Some cleaning. We listened to Catching King's Killer for an hour, and I did diamond painting, and Gabriel colored in his coloring book, so that was good. I watched The Lion King with Mara. She was really pushing for the live action. We watched the animated because I don't love the live action. And now I'm going to read. Look at that little blanket monster. What are you doing? Peanut. You're not going to look at me? Mal, what are you doing? No, you refuse? Okay. So, I am going to read On a Sunbeam. I finished some assembly required last night, so I'm going to read some more of this. I am a little bit into it, but I'm finding that this is not... I don't read a lot of graphic novels anyway, probably 2 to 4 a year, and I don't know. The story is interesting. It's not the story's fault. It's just the medium that the story is being told. So I'm going to read a little bit of this, but I also think I'm going to start Sophie's World. See how that goes. Maybe. And if this doesn't go well, I will start my last library book. I am ridiculously excited for this Less is More challenge that Soprano Knits is putting out. She did it last year and I was really intrigued, but I didn't take part. I'm definitely going to take part this year. Last night I tried to start reading this book, Sophie's World, and I opened the front cover and realized that it was my best friend from middle school gave this to me. Edison Schools was the charter school that I went to for elementary and middle school, but it dissolved after I was in middle school. So one of the teachers gave her some books. So she gave me this one. So this was a class book, and it has someone's name on a cover somewhere. I don't know. So some guy's name is in here. And then I opened the first page and started reading and got kind of freaked out. Do you see this writing in here? This is my high school writing. I used to underline and take notes in books all the time. All of my high school books, my high school era books, I always bought whatever I was reading for English class, and if I could find a copy. And even my books that, even my personal use books, I would write notes in them. And I actually have a book from my best friend's collection where we had each had a copy. One of us had bought the book. I think she had bought the book, and then I read it, and then she read it, and we wrote notes and back and forth to each other in it. So then we bought a second copy so we could transfer those notes over, so we would each have one. Anyway, so I opened this last night and I saw the notes from my high school self, and I was like, wait a second, did I read this book and completely forget about reading this book? Which doesn't normally happen. I normally remember if I've read a book. I'm a very visual person, so maybe if it was a different cover. But no, I literally read the first page and then stopped because, oh wait, there might be one other note somewhere in here. Oh, I may have read the first like 10 pages, but then no notes. So I don't know what happened. I started reading it and I didn't finish it in high school, which was so long ago because I'm 33 now. So I would have read this when I was 14. It would have been when I would have gotten the book. Now I feel really old. So I'm going to attempt to start this again tonight. I read the first page and then just was weirded out over not remembering reading this book at all. So I'm going to give it a go. And then I'm going to bed. Because tomorrow is Patrick's birthday and I am going to be making food all day. Because in my house, we spell love Food. So I'm about to make oatmeal bars. And while they're baking, I need to organize this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Much better. All neat. So I'm sitting here, minding my own business, taking a break from cleaning and cooking because literally my whole day is going to be spent in the kitchen, except this little 2-hour break that I'm taking between lunch and starting dinner. And I hear people screaming outside, "Ah, call the police!" All I heard for sure was call the police. You hear my dogs drinking in the background. Sorry. They have a water bowl in the kitchen and then a water bowl in my bedroom. Anyway, apparently, this is secondhand from Patrick, but apparently neighbors across the street, a girl ran out of their house. Girl could be anybody. My nephew actually said a girl, so probably someone about his age. He's 14. So ran out of the house, got into a car. Everybody from the house chased her out to the car. A person, I don't know if it was the person in the car or one of the people who ran out of the house, started like throwing bricks at car windows and stuff and like attacking houses and cars. What? Is this real life? I'm not sure. This sounds ridiculous. Did you hear that siren in the last clip? 2 police cars and a fire truck in like 5 seconds after a phone call placed. What? Okay, apparently this is real life. But it is nice to know that should I have to call the police or something, the response time is super quick right now. Super quick. What is this? Also, I've been listening to this audiobook all day while I've been cleaning and cooking, and it is very, very enjoyable so far. I'm not very far into it. I don't know how long the audiobook is, but if I remember, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. But it is, oh wait, does it tell me on the side? It does. Can you see it? Probably not. 12.5 hours. It's really, really interesting. People are born with things called graces, and they show physically because you have 2 different colored eyes. And then there are different graces, like cooking, or grace basically means that you excel at something, and the main character of this one excels at killing. So she's an assassin, but she doesn't just kill randomly or excessively. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. She always lays on top of all of my stuff. Look. Sock project. Look at that. Hexapuff yarn right under her head. Is this, that's where you're gonna lay, huh? My book is under her shoulder. How is that even comfortable? You don't know, but it brings you closer to me and it's worth it.